This is the Qlife Spark. It is a full suspension e-bike with a rear hub motor that you can pedal or use the twist throttle. We are at the e-bike test track and I'm going to do some lap times, starting out using throttle only in assist level 5. Catch a little air there. The bars were not tight enough, so they did move, but now that I know that, I should be able to finish out this lap strong, hopefully. Making that double. Bars moved a little more. Definitely need to tighten those up, but ripping pretty good on this throttle only lap. Move the bars back real quick and start pedaling. This is going to be a little weird sitting down and pedaling like this out of these corners. I have a feeling throttle is going to be faster since it does take a little bit of pedaling before that motor kicks on and then it gets going. So we'll see. Whoa, a little too much into that one. I had a 19.7 with the throttle and a 21.6 while pedaling, so that's probably the most difference I've seen using the pedals versus the throttle. Now it's Hannah's turn to see what she can do. I'm going to let some air out of the tires for this off-road riding. I had them aired up to ride on the road, but I want a little more cushion out here. Hannah has only ridden this bike out here, so she doesn't have much time on it yet. We will see how well she adapts to it. We haven't been riding bikes exactly like this too recently, so it might feel a little strange, but it looks like it fits her well. The size felt a little small for me, but close enough to still be fun. Looks like about the perfect size for her, where she can get comfortable on it pretty quickly, hopefully. Now she can start pedaling and see if she is faster or slower like me. I'm wondering if you will be able to hear in the video when the motor kicks on. You can see she starts pedaling. There's a bit of a delay before she gets much boost, so I am guessing that she will probably be faster with the throttle also, but the time will tell.
I was 2 seconds difference, just like you.
Faster with the throttle? How'd the rest of the bike feel?
Feels pretty good, just a little awkward with the pedals like any other bike that's like this, but overall, throttle's good.
Was it fun to rip around the track a little bit, hon?
Oh yeah, I had fun on it.
How's the sizing feel?
Feels good for me. You looked a little goofy on it though.
Hey now. Before we move on, I'm going to show you how to remove the battery. It comes with 2 keys, 1 spare, which is a nice touch. You put the key in, turn it, and the battery will slide out nice and easy. And then to put it back on, you do the opposite. Easy and quick as that. Now it's time for the hill test. Hannah is going to start out using throttle only to see if it has the power to take her to the top. It's looking pretty good, slowing down quite a bit at the top, but she's up. You want to test those brakes out on the way down? Let's see what they can do. Oh, they stopped you.
All fingers.
Had to use all their fingers. We'll see what it can do with me on it. Here's the true test. Since I weigh a little more than she does, can it make it with me? It's slowing down quite a bit. I don't think so. That's as far as it's going to get. But now I will turn around. Oh, those brakes do need all their fingers, don't they? Now I will start pedaling and hopefully that will get me to the top, sitting or standing. I guess either way, it works. Let me see if I can get a nose wheelie on these. Not too well. Not well at all. Okay, hopefully those get better. They are new. Usually it takes a little bit of time before they are working at their maximum potential, but pretty weak for now. I could also adjust them to get a little more power out of them. Now for the all-important skinny riding test, and I failed. I might have to stand up for this one. Feel a little more comfortable, although it still feels very weird, and I missed it. Third time is the charm, I hope. There we go, all the way off of the end. Had to work for it a little bit. I'm going from the skinny to the fakie. Definitely need to stand up for that one. Oh yeah, not bad. Trials is the true test, so here we go. I'm up 1 obstacle. There's another one, and the final. Oh, there we go. Wow, kind of surprised. This might be questionable, but drop test is a success, actually. While most people probably won't be buying this bike to ride stuff like that, I think it's good to test and be sure that it can handle some of it, because if you jump off a curb, you don't land quite right, you want to make sure the bike can hold up to that abuse. That's bigger than a curb, but I landed pretty soft and it held up just fine. So now we are going to move on to some mellow mountain bike trails where it might be more well suited. We are going to the next woods on our lane, and this is where this bike should be perfect. It should handle the small bumps just fine, smooth out the ride as fast as you want to go. This could be a good bike for getting around our farm, but we are jumping into the woods to some trails. These should be perfect trails for this bike because they are tight, but it's small, so it should be able to handle them just fine in the corners, and they're relatively smooth and flat. Shouldn't have any problems making it over the roots and rocks or tight corners like this one. She goes a little wide, but probably just getting used to that throttle and how it corners, because every bike is a little bit different. This one has a bit of a motorcycle feeling to it. There's a bit of a hill, but no problem. She's cruising pretty good now, probably getting more comfortable with it. We are coming up to the tightest corner out here. There are some acorns underneath the leaves, so it'll probably be slippery, but she handles it no problem. Looks smoother than the other one, so she is getting used to it and it's working well enough. This is a big hill though. Surprisingly, she's up no problem. Probably did slow down a bit at the top. Now you can see the brake light kicking on for her descent. Let's get some speed going through here, see what she can get up to out in the woods. It is nice and straight. I actually might not want to go as fast as she can go because I am only on one wheel, but she slows down a little bit to wait for me. Pretty fun to cruise behind her in the woods on a nice fall day. Okay, you were cruising pretty good through the woods. It looked like you were having a lot of fun. How was it?
I was having a lot of fun. I was kind of just pretending I was on a dirt bike just riding through the woods. The only thing that throws me off a little bit is the pedals overall and the weaker brakes, but I was having a lot of fun.
Nice. Now let's see you make it through the sand. The fat tires should have no problem in the loose sand. She cruises right by. A little slide at the end, but you gotta get a little loose sometimes. Uphill sand, no problem either. Okay, it's my turn. There's half of a sand castle in my way on this one, but I'll try to make a rut anyway. I kind of blew it out. Might need a few runs at that. Here we go. Lock into the groove. Keep it pinned. Come on, make this hill. Oh, it's slowed down quite a bit, but I'm up. Oh, almost went for a swim there. All right, let's see how fast this thing goes. I'm going to start out on throttle only, holding it wide open, assist level 5. I'm up to 20 miles an hour already, so moving pretty quick, I would say. Now hitting 24. Hopefully it will continue to climb. There's 26. Definitely climbs a little slower the faster you go, unless you have a little bit of downhill to work with, which I do slightly right there, hitting 28, just barely. Feels like it's going to top out right around there. Now I did hit the cruise control, so that is something to keep in mind, get used to. Now I shifted all the way up on the derailleur, and I'll start pedaling, but I'm not going to be able to put out a whole lot of power this way. I am holding at 28, 29 though. Feels like maybe that is the cutoff right around there. Now I want to compare what the speed on the bike says with the GPS on my phone, and it looks like it is really close. They're both showing 9 miles per hour, so it's good to know that the bike is not trying to lie to you by saying you are going faster than you really are. That is in assist level 1. Now I will bump it up to assist level 2, see where that takes me. That feels like 13 miles an hour is the cutoff there. Assist level 3 takes me up to 17, maybe 18. Assist level 4 should go quite a bit faster. That is 22-ish. So those are your speed cutoffs. Level 5 is what I tested earlier. It is pretty comfortable on the road as long as you aren't pedaling and just using the throttle. It kind of feels like a moped, so it could be pretty fun to cruise around town. The suspension and tires do a good job of soaking up the cracks on the road, so it's a pretty smooth ride. I do feel just a little bit of pull side to side, but I probably just need to get used to how it wants to be handled. That could also just be tire pressure too. If you want to find out more about this bike or pick one up for yourself, you can check out the link in the description below. Thanks for watching.